Hey guys, it's Aquarium Garden. Quick update after the medication video that I posted last. Just kind of wanted to give you a update where everything was at after medicating that at my main aquarium. Just a quick recap. I had purchased a couple Discus, which I didn't leave in my quarantine tank, which you're looking at now, long enough, and I got a little hasty. Put them in my main show tank, and the result was some of the basically the new Discus wound up bringing in some freeloaders with them, some flukes, which I made their way to the other Discus. They were all scratching and hiding and generally not happy, which kind of forced me to medicate the main aquarium. So it's been between 3 and 4 weeks since that's happened. The medicating of that tank went really well. I was really happy with the results of the Sarah Amapure. Other than turning the water green, it seemed to really clear up everything in the tank. However, this Discus here, who was eating well and basically part of the Discus Society, he'd come up to the top and eat, and he was an aggressive eater. After the medication, he had a tendency to hang back in the plants, hide. He wouldn't come out during feeding. He would eat if I spot fed him, but I was getting concerned that a few days after the medication cycle ended, that he really just wasn't interested in coming out and socializing with the group. He was pretty much just staying back there, and I was worried that he wouldn't be getting enough food to basically keep his fighting weight. So anyway, I decided to pull him out and put him in my quarantine tank. Just a side note, anytime you get new Discus, I highly recommend that you quarantine them for at least 2 weeks. Let them soak in some whatever your favorite medication is, just to make sure that they're not carrying anything into your main show aquarium. Anyway, this guy wasn't eating good. He looked healthy. He had his color right, even though he looks a little dark now. I think it's just because he's a little stressed out because he's the only one in there, and I'm right up in his grill here in front of the tank. But anyway, I pulled him out. He's been here for about probably almost 2 weeks now. He's eating well. He's eating beef heart. He's eating bloodworms. He gets fed twice a day and eats everything that I give him. But he's still pretty timid. I'm hoping that he basically gets his strength back. That's not a clinical diagnosis. That's just an observation. I hope he just gets his tenacity to eat back, which it's coming back within the next week, and I'd like to get him back into the main tank. He's really not showing any other effects of having parasites on him, other than just being much shyer than he was. Which is interesting, but you can see now, his color's good. After he's kind of getting used to me sitting here, his coloration looks good. He does eat really well, but he's been here for almost 2 weeks. So I've got the sponge filter in here for the biological. Got a mechanical filter up top. Any new introductions that I get, always looking for Discus, but any new ones that I get will spend their full 2 weeks quarantine in this tank. This is a 10-gallon tank. And they'll spend their 2 weeks before going into the main tank. Doesn't guarantee, it's not 100% foolproof, but it's definitely better than having to go through medicating your whole aquarium and then dealing with the aftermath. I think I actually wound up pretty lucky, all things considered, that most of the Discus had reacted well to the medication in the main aquarium. They bounced back. They're healthy and eating really heartily. And even this guy, who I thought should have been pulled out, he's doing pretty good, all things considered. So Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you where we were at. I think this is probably part one of two-part series. My next video I'll show you the main tank, show you how everything's doing. I've also got some new plants that I've put in. So just some minor stuff, minor fish tank stuff. You can see there's a couple coolie loaches here in this tank too. Those coolie loaches and the white cloud tetras kind of keep the bio load going a little bit while there are no big fish in this quarantine tank. They help to just kind of keep the biological system going in between usages. So you can tell I've got a Amazon sword sitting up there, which I just pulled out. That'll probably be going back to my favorite local fish store. Let those guys do what they want with it. I picked up some jungle val, which looks really cool. I'd like to get some more. I'll show you in the next video. But anyway, just a video on the quarantine tank. Show you where everything is. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I have part 2 for you soon. Thanks.